Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Ecom Street. Hope everyone's enjoying their stay inside, being safe, protected, and also being productive at the same time. Now in today's video, we got one of our buddies from across Canada who's actually hit 7 figures in sales in Shopify dropshipping, and this guy honestly is such a great guy. Talked to him before, really close with him. He discusses in this video some of his scaling techniques and kind of the struggles that he had to deal with before scaling to that level of success. So hope you guys enjoy this value-packed video. Honestly, watch it throughout the whole end because there's lots of valuable information in this video. You don't want to miss anything. Honestly, real golden nuggets here. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. I'm in the call with Brandon. He's going to be telling us about kind of his journey and what's going on. Brandon, what's going on, man?
Hey, how are you, Anthony?
Dude, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. It's kind of cold here in Canada.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. We're all going through this staying quarantine right now. It's crazy.
Yep.
Right. But anyways, man, we're so grateful to have you on our channel right now, just talking, spitting some facts. So if you kind of just want to tell us right now, doing 7 figures in dropshipping in a month, like how's that been for you?
It's been really hectic. The thing I notice is customer experience really becomes a top priority, and not just because for your brand, but payment processor, Facebook. If you really want to sustain at this scale, and moving forward, customer experience is the number one thing. So how do you fix that, right?
No, of
There's
course.
just shipping times. There's your customer service, making sure they reply fast. And making sure you're training them well too, because if you're outsourcing customer service to the Philippines, they're gonna cut corners, and you really need a structure of management to make sure that they're not, and that they're on top of the ball. So if it's not good, you're losing money. And basically, if you refine these systems, they're basically paying for themselves.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know, of course. So how would you say you even what's the first step you took to even getting to 6 figures in a month? What would you say? Were you following the basic dropshipping guidelines? Did you do something different than other people that were doing perhaps?
I think with dropshipping, you can get really lucky and just get a 6-figure month, which is the awesome part of dropshipping, right? When you want profits, you can instantly in a short time frame. But I'm not sure if I was doing anything different. It's the little things, right? Just staying consistent and just taking the risk. Spending money on ads is a risk. So if you see something that's working, just double down and see if it works. Worst things worst scenario is you lose money. Best scenario, you make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, of course. And would you say you're kind of like at the first couple phases, you're saying you're gambling with your money kind of thing until you realize that it has potential?
Yeah, when I found my winner, I started experimenting. This is when I would start experimenting with different methods, and then I would find out okay, wow, it really works. What I'm learning really works. But at the start, I don't want to test. I don't want to experiment with too much things. I just want to follow a proven system and test proven products, right?
No, of course.
I don't have the capital. I don't have the experience to make something new work.
100%. So what would you say you did kind of finding what's a good product research method that you think you could tell for our audience that kind of made you find your product in a way?
Here, my first winner that got me 6 figures back exactly last year was just going on Facebook and just looking at ads that are shown to me.
Just to the
feeds? And then that. And also using Amazon movers and shakers. Do you know what that is?
No, I actually haven't heard of that. What is it? What is it called? So, Amazon movers and shakers?
Amazon movers and shakers.
Oh.
So basically every day, you know the rankings of products on Amazon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, every day it'll show you, movers and shakers will just show you the products that have jumped a lot in ranking. So you'd be oh my god, this one's hot right now. It just jumped from 500 to 10th place.
Oh. So you were using that at first kind of as your main product research method?
Yep, that was my main product research method.
Okay. And now for the product you're finding that you're at least scaling with right now, did you use that same method, or were you kind of using like a bit of both? Did you go to other like look externally?
My partner built out a team. So Real Aaron Tran on Instagram is my partner. He built out a team, and basically they would spam test products. There was a whole system for it. So they'll just dump into a spreadsheet. We had video editors, product listers, and then our job were just to run the ads and monitor them. And then we just found this one. I'm not really sure how they found the product. We bought a subscription to the ad spy tool.
Oh,
And we just told them the settings we wanted and look at these products.
wow. And then when you found the product, basic what like Facebook ads, like what kind of strategies were you using on Facebook to sell this product?
Um, I believe it was the creative that did most of the work. Um, this is like something that's been around for a while now, and we're just bringing awareness to it.
Okay. So when you first started marketing this product, what kind of budgets were you using? Like, were you doing things that were different than other people in terms of like the strategies, or um, not necessarily like the marketing, but just in terms of like structuring your ads, like to run on Facebook?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Like my campaigns and stuff.
Yeah,
Like how much ad sets you're talking about?
yeah. The ads, like the different strategies that split testing strategies, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so we use CBOs strictly from the start.
Okay.
We had campaign for interest, campaign for brands, and we just ran five ad sets, $100 CBO, automatic placements, super broad aged, because we don't know, like we weren't sure which like gender this would be or which age group.
Yeah, of course, of course.
A 7-day click, 1-day view. I used to do 1-day click, but with just this, I think it's better that we use a 7-day click and 1-day view just for scaling purposes.
I think a lot of people just use 7-day click now,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
I don't think anyone really touches that. It's just kind of like the standard.
yeah. It used to be like a thing like a few months back, but now like it just always changes.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever now, right?
The algorithm, everyone just giving. The course says just the algorithm now, and he's like right about that.
And were these, when you say you have five ad sets, so like with the interest you're targeting, were they just like super broad? Like we're talking like 100 million per interest, or just like kind of more
Like
narrow?
millions.
Millions.
So like if you're gonna like keep all the big ad interest in one campaign and then test all like the little size in like another, just because like it's CBOs, it's like kind of sensitive, and you just want to group similar stuff in them.
Of course, of course. So then
So like
after that, sorry, go on.
it just helps with the learning of it.
Let's say optimize.
Yeah, it helps with the learning.
So how long would you run those ads per se? A couple days, a week, until you start?
I'll run it for a couple days depending on your break even point. If an asset hits like way over break even point, I'm like, this is losing way too much money on like the second day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn the asset off, and then I'm just gonna keep letting it run for another day or two, and just see if it optimizes properly. If it doesn't, then I'll just kill the campaign. And like right around this time, like think about it, no competitors, and everything is just really cheap right now. So you can figure out if a product's winning really fast. You don't have to spend too much money on data. So right now it's just like double downtime.
And what was determining whether the product is working or not? Like just through purchases, like were you looking at other metrics as well? Like what do you usually look at to determine what makes a winning product?
Um, so I would have to look back into my metrics for this,
Okay.
but I would just say sales every day.
Of course.
Doesn't need to be profitable. Some days can be profitable, some days cannot. But like if you're getting really good clicks and like the ad is good, I guess it's worth a try. Even if you're not making money, I guess just start fixing up the product page and the offer.
So see, for me, like I've let products run for like more than 3 days without even any sales, and I end up doing lookalikes after, and that's when it starts to pop. So there's a little bit of controversy between those two topics, I guess you could say, right? Because a lot of people say spend this much or spend this X amount and see if it gets sales, and if it's not profitable, if it doesn't reach a certain point, like a certain ROAS by the end of it, then just cut it. Whereas me, I like to spend a little bit more money to gather data, and it's not necessarily the best data at first, but then eventually when you start running lookalikes is when you start getting better buyers, right? So I don't know what your opinion is on that versus what I'm doing, but that's how I've always done it, and not necessarily like all my winners have been like that. Like yeah, like my A class winners, like the ones that make me the most money, are the ones that bring me the sales right off the bat. But when I have like those B's and C class winners, there's times where I let it run, and then eventually it starts to get sales.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Is this like a hard to target product, like a, let's say like posture corrector? Like there's no really set interest in
Um,
brands.
no, not necessarily. Just like even like skincare products before that I ran in the past were just honestly like I had to let it run for a bit until it got more data.
Okay, wow, wow.
Yeah. So everyone's different. Like I feel like you could have a shitty 3 days starting. You know what I mean? Like if something's up with Facebook and like just something's like wrong or I don't know, like you're outbid that day. You know what I mean? Like if there's 3 days consistently, like people are just gonna say turn it off. But I just feel like running it longer. Um, I don't know. That's always I don't know. For me, it's
I
work.
guess it depends on budget too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you're doing like I usually do like $50 to $100, sometimes $200. Depends what I'm running. But But yeah, but I mean, like, I remember you talking about before in terms of like ad sets. You said you'd turn something off. Are you talking about within the CBO you'd turn off an ad set while it's running?
Yep, I would turn off the ad set while I was running. Just
Okay.
because on my ad account, I noticed that like campaign's not working right off the bat. I don't want to wait. I'm already spending like 2,000 on this campaign.
Okay. Why
And
not?
like
Why not put like minimum spend budgets though?
just so I learned off a was it Molly Pittman of was it Ezra Firestone's brand, right? She's the media buyer. Apparently, it messes up the amount of volume you'll get. So like let's say like the CBO notices that like this one audience is doing really well, but then minimum and maximum spends are gonna miss. It's gonna limit the CBO a little bit.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. But
That
then,
makes
but
sense.
then you have times where the CBO is only spending like, for example, for an ad set, maybe it only spends like a couple of dollars for the whole day, while others are spending 10, 20, $30. So how do you go about not screwing that up? Like you turning the ones that have spent a lot of money that haven't gotten any sales or clicks, or are you talking about the ones that haven't spent any money
Oh, I'm
that you
talking
turn off?
about the ones that have spent way too much money, like above break even
Okay,
point.
okay. So you won't cut off something that's only spent like $2 because like you think it's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
just so minimum. It's just like
yeah.
whatever.
Because I've heard that people cut their assets because like they think like okay like Facebook's not spending money to that audience for a reason, so they turn it off completely.
Oh God.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just trying to get your input on that, whether if it's something that you spent money on or something that or both for perhaps, right? But you're saying that if something spends over your budget or what you want it to spend, you cut it because it's not profitable or
Yeah, just cut it, see if it works, because like the CBO's already not working then at that point, right?
yeah, of
And,
course.
okay, let's go in and see if we can fix something.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Seriously.
And then so say you're profitable for within like the next week. So then what are you doing after that? Are you just duplicating more CBOs? Do you have a specific lookalike that you're running? What kind of stuff are you doing for that?
We'll dupe it. We'll dupe it. We'll test new interests. We'll test everything. Like compared to ad sets, like before, if I'm running like big budget ad sets to get to like 60K, 70K days, oh my God, they're gonna be super unprofitable. They're gonna compete with each other, everything like that. But with CBOs, I can have a lot of campaigns, a lot of ad sets in them too, and it's just fine. Like
Well,
they're just really smart now.
and with higher budgets.
Higher budgets.
So do you go like say this first campaign that you run is working for you? How much are you increasing your budget? Are you doing double? Are you doing triple? Are you doing times 10? What kind of
I
duplication?
would just double it at the start. Just dupe and double. Just want to take it slow at the start. Make sure the count is learning properly, and just taking it slow from start.
So is that like your general scaling rule? Is basically just double everything every time you want to dupe?
Double everything, yup.
Okay. So
Even
so
try doubling multiple times. No more than twice. No more than twice.
okay. So say you have your five assets that are working in that campaign. All of them are profitable. You want to put them into another CBO now. So that budget would be at $200 with the exact same five interests, or would you even duplicate the interest as well? Because I've heard
Um,
people duplicating the interests. it as well. Like so, like instead of 5 would be 10 with the budget. You know what I mean? Because it kind of, I guess you could say, balances out after. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah. No, for us, we'll just duplicate ads within the ad set if we're going to higher budget, and then we'll just turn off the ads. And we'll just keep the ad set as like same. We're just keeping a minimal, like simple structure. Let like the CBO learn. Like when you're touching ad sets, it affects the CBO way more, but you can add ads into a CBO and it'll be fine. Like with ad sets before, like if this makes sense, if this will help make more sense. When you're adding ads into an ad set, the ad set will start getting confused, right? Like it'll stop like spending budget for a bit.
You're referring to You're referring to creatives as ads.
Yeah, yeah.
Creative.
Creatives, ads. You can dupe the same creative ad or like existing post, right? Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like that's how ad sets worked before. When you're adding ads, when you're just pausing them within the ad set, it starts fucking up the whole ad set.
Yeah.
But with CBOs, you can add how many ever ads you want. You can pause them, and it won't affect the campaign too badly.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're running more than like 2 or 3 creatives, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, people, they, depending on what their budget is, they determine that through, to determine how many creatives someone is running, they determine that by the budget. So if they're doing like $50 a day, they want like each ad to spend like $2.50, like $2.50. So they'll have 2 creatives, right? And if you have 10 interests, divide that, like you do the math, it's $2.50 per ad, right? So, but that's really cool. So then in terms of lookalikes too, you just do like the general funnel, like you got your 95% view, time spent, add a cart, initiate checkout, purchase kind of thing.
Yep, we've tested like almost every custom audience, every different time frames, 1 day, 3 days, 7 day, 14 day, 13 day. Especially during this time too, you test like smaller time frames. Be like, okay, these are the people that are buying during quarantine, and it'll probably save headaches on customer service side because like these people know they're buying during this time. They know what's going on. They know that shipping aren't going to be normal.
Yeah, of course. So it gives you a little bit of leeway. Yeah, I was just about to say that. It gives you kind of a little bit of, And then I guess that comes down to like even customer service too. I guess you're running those kind of email flows to let them know that shipping may be delayed as well.
Yep, 100%. Just be transparent. Before I wasn't transparent, and it was causing problems. I made it where I was super transparent, and it didn't affect anything. Like sales were still coming in like normal. And then I would email customers back. They'll be like, "Oh no, it's okay. Don't even refund me anything. I just want the product."
Oh wow, damn. Yeah. Those are some pretty nice customers then, eh?
Yep.
Usually
it makes you feel good.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, if you have awesome customer service, man, you can't like you'll win. Like you're winning. You know what I mean? Because it's all about the tonality of how you do it too, right? The way you're presenting your email. If you just said, like shipping's delayed, like we'll let you know. You gotta like really like not kiss their ass, but like kind of butter them up and just say like like don't worry, like we care about our customers, all that stuff, right? We gotta make sure it's gonna come on time. We're gonna be monitoring everything for you guys, so you never have to feel like there's any questions that are unanswered, right? You just gotta make it sound nice, and then they won't even ask you. Like they'll just be like okay, like they're not gonna even question it, So having that, I think, is really important. A good back end email. For sure. Like I have experience with that. Like I do have like automation with email flows, like setting that to customers, but I definitely can like work on I guess you could say email marketing as in like newsletters and that kind of stuff, like kind of like daily or like weekly emails to customers. And I'm assuming you guys do that too. Like do you have like a newsletter that you guys send out or?
Oh, we have a flow newsletter. Yeah, we just put them into a flow.
Okay.
And it generates I think 5% extra revenue. People are like sleeping on that heavily.
Wow. And are they just upsells? Like what are they? There's just like a reminder, like are they people that haven't checked out?
Reminders, education, sale promos, and just really pushing that offer, and also bringing like educating them on their pain, like whatever they're experiencing.
Yeah. So pretty much like I guess you could say sorry?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say pretty much everything's on autopilot then.
Everything's on autopilot. You just have to be aware of cleaning up your email list and just trying to get into that inbox folder.
So meaning by, can you clarify a little bit of that?
So cleaning up your email list is sending your emails or like filtering out the people you're sending emails to, filtering out the people that aren't engaged with the emails, aren't engaged with their brands. Because if you keep sending them emails, Gmail and all these email providers will see that people aren't engaging with emails, and now you're on a blacklist for spam. And now any emails you send, they're going to be sent to spam. And
Right.
people are never going to see your promos. Your open rate's going to go down. Your deliverability is going to go down. And just be really like shitty experience for you. And it's going to be you're going to have a hard time building that reputation back with Gmail.
Yeah. And does that affect your SEO as well?
I don't think so. Not that I know. I think it's just email, so I think it might be fine.
Okay.
But I mean, if you filter out the list, and then like let's say like you have a filter where it's like, okay, these are the people that have been engaged with my emails for 14 emails, right?
Yeah.
Okay, these guys are so into your brand right now. Use those as lookalike audiences. Like, imagine how powerful that would be.
Yeah, because they're actual people. Like, they're the people that are, like, 100% that are interested.
Yeah, like 14 emails you sent them, they all opened it. Like, wow.
Yeah, of course. And do you have any recommendations for stuff to gather, for people to gather emails? Like, make an email list?
Privy has a trial unlimited amount, but then after that it gets pretty expensive, but it pays for itself, right?
Yeah. So I mean, what kind of email we just talking about, like something that just pops up on the screen, says like 10% discount kind of thing?
Yep, 10% discount, something like that.
Exit intent.
Okay. And it's really simple. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some themes, like even like the Turbo theme, they have integrated email pop-ups. So
I never played. I've seen those, but I just never played those just because I can't customize them.
Oh, okay. So like you have like a specific way that you do it.
Yeah, I have a specific way. I want it to look and feel a specific way. I want to pop it.
Okay.
It's just sometimes glitchy with the theme. You can't control it well because it's not like AI based.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like sometimes, like on mobile, it's really tricky because it's hard to measure whether someone's exiting or not. Whereas like on the computer, like on a desktop, someone's mouse is tracked and it can be shown like through like by exiting, right? Like it'll show the arrow, like going up to the arrow, right, to exit the thing. So on mobile, it's kind of hard to track that, right? So that's why I feel like on mobile, it's a little. A lot of people get away like not seeing that message, whereas on desktop there is. But a lot of your traffic, I guess, is from mobile, right?
A lot of the traffic's from mobile.
Yeah.
At the start, I honestly don't know right now, but I can check it real quick here because I have my ads manager opened.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're just about to talk about the processors.
Yep.
Okay. So whatever you want to say.
Right, for processors, like shout out to my partner, Real Aaron Tran. Real Aaron Tran. He's just been like a god at it. Like with credit, cash flow, he's managed it so well that like you don't really realize it until like you really sit back and think about it, or like at least for me.
Yeah.
Because being from Canada, and you probably know it's so hard. Well, yeah. I mean, we talked about this already, but
yeah, I know.
Generally, dropshippers is really hard finding a proper payment processor, especially if you're dropshipping from like AliExpress and stuff. And China, they really they hate it. They hate seeing that
because high risk.
Yeah, cash flow is kind of difficult too. Even when you're opening from a U.S. account, you're gonna have to be wiring back and forth, and with whatever account I open, you have to like call them just to wire.
Really?
And yeah, you call them. You can't even do it online, and like you can't move money around that easily. You just go through like a whole 2-3 month process just to do everything, and it's gonna cost you $5,000, $6,000. And I ended up just wasting that just because I was like, this is way too difficult.
So do you have a U.S. based account in the States?
I have a U.S. based account in the States for my LLC, and also a personal account.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've heard people doing that because I guess there's no transaction fees or anything, right? Or is there? Just still like.
It's to work with the processors in the States just because they have all the high risk ones.
Okay. So you don't have to actually go there to open an account, right? You can just do it online.
No, you don't have to. But I was talking to a guy the other day. They required him to
actually go there.
With my account, if you're from Canada, I guess you can give it a try. BMO Harris is a bank that I opened in the States for my LLC, but it's going to take like 2 months. You're going to take a month to open your LLC, and then another month to sign all the documents, open your bank account, get your number from the IRS and everything.
Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have an account based, like I have an American account, but I don't have an actual account based in the United States.
Yeah, so, I don't know. It's really confusing. And then I opened like some merchant accounts here in Canada, right?
Yeah.
The day I opened it, boom, shut down.
No way.
Just because you're put on a blacklist now. So like, I recommend people just not being greedy with like Stripe and stuff. If like they're getting like warning emails from them and holds and stuff, just don't try to work around them. Because you'll be put on a blacklist, and that could last for 5 years.
Oh, my lord.
So that means even if you want to open a legit business, you're going to be running into payment processor issues just because you have a stain on your record from dropshipping.
Holy crap. And it's just because of the amount of money that's going into the account?
Amount of money and just risk factor. Like, a lot of people get their money hold, even freelancers, like, they're doing regular graphic design stuff. They just get their money held.
Yeah.
It's so random. I don't understand it.
Well, the thing is, for me, for example, like I've been with my bank for as long as I was born, basically. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I always had a bank account, so like we've developed trust with the bank. So I mean, whenever they see large amounts of money being in and out of the account, they don't really question it. Like I've gotten questioned like a couple of times just when I first started, but then they realize that I'm running a dropshipping business and they understand that. So I guess it really depends on which bank you're with and also how long you've been with them, because if you're just opening up new bank accounts and they see like a large transaction like that, they're gonna be like, what the fuck.
Yeah, I think that definitely factors into it.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with the trust factor, and especially because I know the people there at my bank too. Like I know them, so
oh wow.
Yeah, so they understand like what's going on. But yeah, I mean, if you had to give our audience like one main component of all this, like to be successful and get to your level of success, like what would you say is like the main thing that someone has to do?
It gets really simple. Once you fix your shipping, your logistics, making sure you're working with like a proper agent. That AliExpress guys are like liars and there's middlemen, right?
Yeah, of course.
You wanna cut that out. You wanna at least like order directly from Alibaba to like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Like work with an actual sourcing agent with a good track record, has all the proper documents, like has their company registered.
And but when you started scaling this product here, it was dropshipping at first.
Actually, we just went straight with the agent. We just ordered off Alibaba. So we kind of scaled really fast, so then we just like went straight to the agent.
So before
we just straight ordered from Alibaba.
So before even running ads, you already ordered inventory?
No, we didn't. Just because we're like, okay, if this doesn't work, we'll just fulfill it with like another agent. But we're not using AliExpress. We'll be using like small-time agent like Titan 3PL.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. John X. Paul thing, right?
Yeah, just because they don't have like a minimum order thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's pretty dope. But then it's more expensive too.
It's a little more expensive, but
yeah,
you gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm just trying to think what else I could talk about here. Unless you have something in the back of your head right now, I think you want to talk.
I think people just need like a lot of credit too. They want to get to this like level. They gotta realize they're gonna be spending like $20,000 per day.
Oh yeah, on ads. Yeah, of course.
On ads, and they gotta make sure their business stuff is good, because they're just spending that much, and then their account gets fucked. Their Facebook gets banned. They get a hold because their business practices aren't good. Then, dude, you're losing that ad spend and also the orders that you have to fulfill. Like you just gotta be praying to God by that time.
And the ad account too, man. I think the ad account is a huge thing that no one really looks at.
Yeah.
Because if your ad account's like fucking banned and you can't get it back, then you're like That's tough, man.
Fucked.
You know, because it's optimized already. And a lot of people, they talk about the pixel, they talk about the ad account, like what kind of makes, I don't know how I can say this, but basically there's just controversy between the two topics because they say pixels are the ones that really make your like ads optimized, whereas other people think it's the ad account. And I think it's a bit of both.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
Right?
A bit of both.
It is a bit of both.
Even at the campaign level too.
Exactly, because a lot of people, they just think, oh yeah, if you have you have data on your pixel, like your ads will be fine. Well, not necessarily, man. Like I feel like if you build up the trust of the ad account, you have the spend, you have all that stuff that Facebook sees, like the authorization, like variability, all that stuff. Then I feel like your ads they perform a lot better. You know, they say the more you spend on the platform, the better your ads perform.
Yep. No, there's so much factors, even like ad spend and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you're watching YouTube for new beginners, if you're watching a guru that just talks about optimizing the ad set level and pixel, then they're beginners at Facebook.
Yeah, I know, of course.
Yeah, they're pros if they start talking about my ad account. My ad account.
Yeah.
This ad account behaves differently, and also at a campaign level. And like intermediates will kind of understand this. They'll be talking about ad set and ads, optimizing, changing creatives. But the pros will start talking ad account, campaign,
exactly.
Pixel, working the algorithm, stuff like that, right?
I feel like a lot of that stuff's like beginner lingo too, like pixels and like pixel optimization. Like yeah, like of course your pixel like it's gonna optimize regardless, but your ad account takes a long time before, because I had an ad account before too, and a pixel with one of my general stores that I had, and it would literally just optimize for United States buyers. Kind of like with the same thing you're going right. Like you're not even like I wasn't even running traffic specifically for United States. It was just United States, like just everyone.
Yep, I understand that.
Yeah. So, and it's just because I kept running ads with it, and it was optimizing. It was just gaining more data, more valuable data, and eventually just started to optimize the way it should. All right, Brandon. So is there anything else you wanted to tell our audience? I think we're pretty good. We've covered a lot here.
Yeah, we covered a lot. I think if anyone has any questions, they can just reach out to me. You can reach out to you guys. You guys are pretty much on top of the ball from everything I've been seeing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Reach out to my partner as well.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that for sure. You've been an awesome person here on our channel for sure, man. I think this is going to be a really valuable video for our audience. So if you guys actually enjoyed this video, don't be scared to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we're actually going to put Brandon's Instagram and everything you need to contact him in our description below. So if you guys want to shoot him a text or shoot him a DM anytime, we'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Thanks, Anthony.
Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe, like this video if you thought that it helped you. Honestly, I thought Brandon did a very good job here on the channel explaining everything that he's been through, and I wish him all the best with his store and his product that he is scaling right now. And we'll see you guys in the next video.